Hi everyone, this is JoJo, and welcome to day 4 of Countdown to the Finale. Today we're going to be editing, and I filmed this previously, but it ended up in 40 minutes, and it just didn't want to render, so we'll skip the comments for today. Fucking, I didn't mean to say that. We're going to skip the comments from previous day, and we'll just start off. As you can see, we already have the finished product today. Today we're going to be adding sound effects and cards. So these are the clips that we're going to be doing today.
Action.
Looks like I'll get this started. I hope you don't need your graveyard. I play Necro Valley.
Okay, we're gonna make Necro Valley appear, and we're also gonna add a draw sound effect.
Action.
Alright. I set one card, face down, and a monster in defense mode.
And we're also gonna add setting sound effects. So I have Yu-Gi-Oh sound effects downloaded from the interwebs. You can find them; they'll just be really hard to. My folder 1 is my original Yu-Gi-Oh sound effects from the early season with Yugi. That's my first draw, and this is my second draw. That one is for single cards, and this one is for more than 2 cards being drawn. And Windows Media Player is freaking out on me. Doop 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 doop. Well, that's freaking out. Let's start off with the draw effect and the Necro Valley. So since your starting hand is 5 cards, I'm going to add the multiple draw effect, which is number 1. So let's take this one step at a time. I use Adobe After Effects to add things if I didn't make that clear. Let's check the sounds first and render it a bit to see where we need to go. This little peak right here, this is usually when people say action. You want to start rolling and then count to 3, just in case, so you'll know when to cut and when the person will say their lines. You don't want to go 3, 2, 1, then start recording. I think you want to start recording before you count down, just in case.
Action.
Looks like I'll get this.
Like that. So she says action. We'll cut it off. We'll move the project a bit. I'm only working on this part. So we'll find where she draws. Right about there. So add the sound effect right there. Now most sound effects have silence in the first frame of their sounds, right there. Because if I start it right here, the sound starts right there. So we move it right there. And if we see it, should line up
Looks like I'll get this started.
like that, like so.
Looks like I'll get this started.
As you can see, the sound effect is a bit too loud, so we're going to lower it down by 5 decibels.
Looks like I'll get this started.
It's not perfect, but I mean, I don't want it to just be a boring draw without a sound effect, so might as well add it. Right now, we're going to add Necro Valley. To add Necro Valley, we'll need the picture of Necro Valley. I have everything sorted. I like to be neat. Spell cards. Necro Valley. There it is. Okay. We'll see where she says Necro Valley.
Card. I play Necro Valley. Card.
Right there. She says I play Necro Valley. Usually I have it I have the Necro Valley card appear after they say the card name, but since she flashed it before, I'm going to flash the card right at when she shows the card. So I have a formula called 545, which means 5 frames to make the card appear, 5 frames to activate the card, not 5 frames, 15 frames to activate the card, 15 frames, blah, blah, 15 frames to keep the card on the screen, and then 15 cards to fade it out. 15, oh my god, 15 frames to make it fade out. Shut up. Out with my bros. Team Eden. So there's 5 frames. We want to make the card only touch the edges. So after that's done, next 15 frames will be the card activating. And what I mean by activating is exploding out. So the fade out's gonna disappear in 15 frames. So 3 plus 15 is 18. 1, 2. So to fade out, we want the card to extend until the inner edges of the card. So right about there. And then we'll make it 0 opacity so that when it does appear, it'll go woo like that. What? Why is there a pencil? Oh, oh, what is this pencil? What is this pencil? There's a pencil. Oh no. Okay. Whoa. That was weird. Um, nothing happened. Next, will be 15 frames to appear the card, but since it's just a short clip, we're gonna make it 10 frames. So 10 plus 18 is 28. My bros are trying to make me laugh. They're failing. Alright, so we'll mark the opacity mark and count to 15. Which should be 13 right there. Boom. And the card disappears. Now right here at the end of the clip, she fidgets, so we'll remove that. We'll make a composition settings end at 1303. Right. So if we look at it, boom. She'll play Necro Valley.
I finally found it.
Card. I play Necro Valley.
Right there.
Card.
So that seems, to me, that seems a bit bland. So I'm gonna add a sound effect that make it seems like she's activating the card, which I like to use this one. Okay, not that one. This one. I bet none of the sounds from the music right now is getting onto the project. Because that would be unprofessional, Kaz. No one can see you.
What?
No one can see you.
So you can't see. They don't want to see the accordion bass.
Card. I play Necro Valley.
What is it? Just Pacho?
I play Necro Valley. Card. I play Necro Valley.
See? Makes it a little better.
I play Necro Valley.
So the sound effect cutoff usually is masked by the music that I'm going to add to the episode. So if we look at the me render it a bit. Sorry about that. Wavy flaving hair.
Looks like I'll get this started.
I'm gonna ruin it for you, Juju.
I hope you don't need your graveyard.
Look at this.
I play Nepo.
Right there. Now to render a video, you go to your render queue in Adobe After Effects. I have it already up, and if you don't have the window, you go to Window, scroll all the way down to where you see your render queue, or Control Alt
Video
0,
friend. Now.
and you go to Lossless, the output module. Kaz is trying to ruin the video, and he's succeeding.
Justin Bieber ruins everything.
And my computer just froze due to his stupidity.
Swat.
You want to add the audio because it doesn't automatically add the audio. Then you put your output to where you're gonna render the file to. It'll always be an AVI for Adobe After Effects. You can change the options, but I like AVI because it's the only video file I can render it to. So you put it to your. I usually put things to my desktop, so you would save that. But I already have it all ready, so we'll move on to the next one, which is the card face down, the setting sound effects. When we'll get set face down card. So to start a new composition, you drag your file into this little composition film roll thing, and it automatically does it for you. So we'll edit the audio. He finally stopped.
Let's get back to the spot shoot.
Check out a new film. We're gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do another horror trailer. All you need to know is gazpacho. That's it.
Action.
Right there, she says action. We want to get the side because she's disappointed. That's a expression of the story. And like from last clip, this is where she fidgets the camera, the Christie. And just to trim the composition, we'll make it to where it ends, which is 9:14. I mean 9:11. Oh man. So
Like Jim Carrey playing the accordion.
right there. So we don't need to see what she says. We need to see when she sets the card. We'll need
So
to,
Jojo, I broke down how Gazpacho looks. He's like Jim Carrey's creeper face, but Italian, and there's accordion music. Welcome.
so right there, she's about to set the card, and that's when we want to add the sound effect. Now I know setting a card into a dual disc is really hard, but you have to try your best. It doesn't matter if it wiggles, but like it ruins the fact that you're pulling off something on a plastic device, but it's fine. That's where she said it. You want to render your project just so that it can move faster. So that's when she sets the card, right? Next frame, boom. We'll get the sound effect. Line it up. Lined up pretty good. We'll move our workspace right there since that's the only thing we need. Render it so we can see its full velocity. And she sets another card in defense mode.
Face down.
So as such so, but let's try and line it up a little bit more. So right there. You want to minus up the decibels by 5 again.
Face down.
Right
And a
there.
monster
Lines
defense
up a little better. So right here when she summons the monster. When she pushes it down, that's when we want to add the effect. So we'll copy instead of getting it from the project bin because this already has all the edits, like the decibel minus. So right there.
I take victory to give to Sanjay.
Right here.
Face down, and a monster in fence. Year ago. Face.
And that's it. You add take your project, put it in your render bin, do the output module and the output, and that's it. Well, I already have it rendered and converted. When you render something from After Effects, you can't quite see it after the render, the AVI, because it's choppy and blocky. So you need to convert it. I converted to WMV because that's the smallest file I can think of, and I like WMV. So here's the final.
Looks like I'll get this started. I hope you don't need your graveyard. I play Necro Valley.
So that was the first one, and here's the second one.
Alright. I set one card, face down, and a monster in fence. Year ago.
Also, I forgot to mention, when she sets the monster in defense mode, you could have the face down picture, make it go face down. Like, let's say this picture right here, face down. Waiting for it to load because my computer is being slow because it's overheating again. I still need to get the fan. Hopefully it comes when I come back home tonight. Right here. You can add that to the film, but I chose not to for simplicity. So yeah, that's how you do sound effects and activating spells or traps. Activating traps is the same. What am I do, Hickey? The same process. Sorry, takes me a while to formulate my thoughts, especially when I have distractions. And so yeah, day 5 we're gonna learn how to summon monsters. Someone asked how I make it appear, so tune in next day. And today I don't have a question, but I do have a project. I want you guys to check out the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Live series on YouTube. So I'll have them annotated right here on the right. The first one I want you to check out is Yu-Gi-Oh! Revelations of the Serial Orichalcos by Dead Soldier Production. A dear friend, Tyler Telford. The one who voiced Red Ace, he's the editor and the maker of it. So check that out. You check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Life from Film Ratio. I've talked to them before, and they're awesome. So check them out. They're really good. They use Sony Vegas instead of the natural Adobe products. So check them out. Revelations uses 3ds Max, which is a lot better because the monsters are in 3D. And then the other one, which is my favorite, Yu-Gi-Oh! Devolution, which is awesome, epic dueling with an awesome storyline, and they actually get the monsters from the show so that it appears that they're moving and they're attacking. So it's awesome. Check them out. And then there's the other one, which is Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Life by XStevens. What I was saying is Yu-Gi-Oh! Real Life by XStevens. I don't particularly like his stuff, but his efforts of making an episode is awesome. He has to move the dolls. He has to move the cards. He told us that he moves. Not sorry. He actually finishes off the card art by drawing it himself by assuming of what they'd look like. So check them out. And then my Yu-Gi-Oh! Live series, which is a Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy, which is a non
I
non.
commented on one of his videos on a misplay that he did, and it was a very blatantly obvious misplay. And like some guy called me an idiot for it, and then I was like, okay, well you're also a moron, and I'm gonna go. And then he blocked me, so I was like, okay, I guess intelligent players aren't liked in Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. So yeah.
Okay, about what Kaz said, if you guys heard it. If you didn't, I just put a little thing of what he said. He was talking about misplays, and misplays happen. This game is really convoluted that you don't know what will happen during what would without judges' consent or other people being rude to you and telling you, oh, you can't do that. But
Well, I didn't do it to be rude. I was just like, like,
I know you
okay,
weren't
I was
doing it
just
to
like,
be
yeah,
rude.
there it is.
I'm saying
I
like
just want to point it out, bro. And then
people,
some guy just comes out of nowhere.
they can't hear you.
Oh, we're sorry, people.
But I'm not saying every person who does it is rude. I'm just saying the way usually people do it is rude. Like, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You're noob. You can't do that. I wasn't abused.
We're nice people. We'll just be like, oh, hey, here's where you make a mistake.
Misplays happen. Okay, they happen. But don't bag on us if we don't know. Cause I mean, most of us actually play Yu-Gi-Oh, but I mean, we only play Yu-Gi-Oh for fun. Why do you think we're making a live action series out of it? So misplays happen. I can count countless of misplays in Card Heroes. I can count a lot of misplays in all the other ones. So it's for the show. It adds dramatic purposes.
It's good.
So before I was interrupted, check out my live series action, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy. Someone said that Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy was theirs, so I'm sorry. I didn't know, but I can't back down. I don't want to think of another name. So my Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy by Kata Productions is non-scripted, non-audio duels, which is just dueling. They shuffle the deck in the beginning, and then boom, they draw what they draw, they play what they play.
Hey, Jojo. Did the person...
Can you stop talking to me when I'm recording?
Well, I'm sorry. I want to do some side commenting.
Well, then come closer.
Okay, well, good. Yeah.
It's 22 minutes already. I hate you.
Okay, well, anyway. So, yeah,
This is Kaz.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, besides the... Hey, make whatever you want out of that, but okay, so... If Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy is trademarked by that other person, then it's okay. But, you know, if, like, you know, JoJo got more views and, like, you know, more people like it, then you could chug a big bang. Yeah.
You're a dick.
Yeah.
You're a dick.
I am. I am.
I do not approve of his
Of my
of his statements. Go ahead and name yours Legacy. I don't care. I just like the name. So I mean,
Try
but
Revengeance. Let's see
if you want to,
or what is it? Kojima?
if you're really upset about it, just let's talk it over. So message me at the annotation right here. All right, enough about fooling around. I'll
Name
try.
it Revengeance and see if Kojima gets mad at you.
It's 23 minutes, so I want to end this now. So bye guys.
Bye.
I didn't mean you.
Gazpacho.